Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi and good morning, still morning. Good morning, everyone. So since we have several international students here in this Microsoft Team lecture, so I think most of the lecture will be delivered in English. However, maybe in some explanation I will deliver in Bahasa lah. And I hope this session will be an interactive session. So you are free to interrupt, you are free to turn on your mic, okay, and feel free to ask any question or maybe giving a point opinion during this lecture session. So I plan to finish within 45 minutes, okay, inshallah. But before that, let me introduce myself. Some of the electrical engineering students have met me in several courses. My name is HAFIZAH. Okay, I'm from Electrical Engineering Department, JKEK, FKE-M. Okay, and the topic that we will discuss today is about NABC and STEP analysis. I need to add one more term here, SDG. Okay, so these are the three terms, type of analysis that we use to idea evaluation, the method that we use to idea evaluation. And I need cooperation from all of you. Okay, please download in your author, in learning materials, please download the template which is named as NABC, STEP, and SDG template. Okay, I give you about 30 seconds. Please go to your author. Under learning materials tab, please download template that has the term of NABC, STEP, and SDG. Okay, kalau dah siap download you boleh tulis dekat chat box dah siap. Okay. Nanti I will proceed to the next slide. Okay, pergi ke author, under tab learning materials, please download NABC, STEP, and SDG templates, because the rest of the discussion in this slide will help you to understand on how to fill up the three templates. Okay, kalau dah siap boleh tulis dekat chat box yang you dah siap download ataupun dah download. Nanti saya akan proceed kepada next slide. Muntasir, have you download the templates? Muntasir Awad?
Yes, sir. Now I will download.
Okay. Have you found the templates?
Yeah, now I will wait.
Alright, okay, good.
Okay.
Siti Aisyah Yusof, dah download template? Siti Aisyah Yusof? Boleh jawab soalan saya, dah download template?
Doktor, sorry. Saya learning tadi, doktor suruh download template mana satu
Okay, bawah learning materials dalam author. Okay. Kita download template yang ada perkataan NABC, STEP dan SDG.
Oh, okay. Alright, doktor, thank you.
Okay, sama-sama. Jumpa dah Saya nak you all download dulu.
Jumpa dah. Okay.
Alright, okay, thank you. Saya nak you all download dulu sebab discussion selepas ni kita akan cuba untuk fill up bagi satu case study lah yang saya akan share hari ni. Okay, kalau dah boleh tulis dah dalam chat box. If you already download, please write okay in the chat box so I can proceed to the next slide. Okay, alright. Yang lain dah habis download? Okay, good. So now we can proceed. Okay, sebab saya nak finish within 45 minutes insyaAllah. Right, okay. So in order to fill up the template or in order to understand today's topic, okay, we need to start with asking ourselves a question, which is, why do we need a mechanism to evaluate new ideas? Kenapa kita nak kena ada method untuk evaluate idea baru kita? Okay, I believe last week after you listen to briefing given by Associate Prof. Dr. T about the IDP philosophy, you have set up a group meeting. Okay, and in your group meeting, I believe each of the group members has proposed ideas, what project or what idea or what product you want to invent for this IDP. However, how to prioritize the idea and how to make decision which project you should implement, which one you should test, or which one to keep or which one to discard. Okay, so how to make the decision? So when you have a mechanism to evaluate the ideas, you will know to prioritize the ideas based on its weightage. And this method is an evaluation method to make a decision. So basically the NABC, STIP and SDG is a method that helps you to make a good decision which idea to be implemented. Alright, so how to evaluate the ideas? Normally when we want to justify the idea is good, we need to defend the ideas by supporting data. Alright. So kalau you nak kata idea tu bagus, you kena support dengan data or justification. So in giving a supporting data, there are two types of data that we can use. The first one we call it as qualitative. The one is we call it as qualitative. Okay. The second type of data is qualitative. So both can be used. So what is quantitative and what is qualitative type of data? The quantitative, from the name itself, quantitative, okay, this is the type of data that you get from specific measurement or data that you gathered from your survey or data from the reports. And normally the quantitative data is presented in numeric measures. Maksudnya data jenis kuantitatif ni biasanya dia dalam bentuk nombor. Okay, then you get the number, tadi from your references, related references. This is quantitative type of data. Okay, second type of data to support your idea is categorized in qualitative type of data. So the word qualitative, okay, it shows that the data normally is not presented by a number. Normally it comes in the form of opinion or suggestion from where? From your interview session to a specific group. Okay, so these two type of data, you can use either one or you can use both to support your idea, to justify your idea is good. And for this IDP, the committee has decided that the students need to conduct the evaluation of your idea using this method, NABC, STIP, and also SDG. SDG is the added value to justify why you need to conduct the project or why you need to implement the idea. And the NABC and STIP, okay, will help you to justify how to choose the best idea out of many ideas tadi. For example, your group members, you have 5 members in your team. Maybe you have 5 ideas, but which one to choose? Which idea to choose? Okay, so you need to choose the best one. And in IDP, we propose you to use these tools, NABC and STIP. Right? Alright. So what to do next? Okay. So next is to, I believe you have done this. Okay, this week you have brainstorming session among your group members. And then what we need to do next after this session is you plug in all the ideas and it features in NABC and STIP template, and you compare each of the idea based on these two elements, and then you choose the best idea and put in the IDP proposal that you want to write. Alright, and for this talk, since I believe we have many groups, and many groups have different teams, and you have different project to propose. So my approach is to discuss the NABC and STIP based on a real case study. So from this study, we will try to understand the project and trying to extract the NABC and STIP, okay, from this project. All right. So I believe you can see the screen, right? You can see the product name Neorubin. What is Neorubin? If you see in the slide, what do you understand about Neorubin? Neorubin is the product name, Neorubin. What do you understand about this?
Non-invasive jaundice meter.
Yeah, non-invasive jaundice meter. So the jaundice meter is a meter used to detect bilirubin. Bilirubin is the substance in human body. Okay, when you have a larger amount of this bilirubin, okay, you will have this jaundice disease. So Neorubin is a reader to read whether you have jaundice or not. Okay, that is a simple way to describe the function of Neorubin. Why I choose this Neorubin? Anyone knows? Tahu tak kenapa saya pilih contoh this case study Neorubin? Because this Neorubin is the product invented by UTHM. And this product has been commercialized. So I want you to be proud. Okay, maybe at this stage, in IDP, you are producing a product prototype like this. Okay, normally the product prototype look like this. Okay, and you think that your product maybe has no commercial value. Okay, you don't think that way. Okay, jangan fikir ke arah tu. Every idea has its own potential, but good idea must pass the NABC and STIP analysis measurement. So this is the product, the prototype normally student produce after one semester of IDP. Okay, and then when you are trying to commercialize the product, okay, it will produce into a better shape or better packaging of the product. And after that, when you want to commercialize, you can see from this figure, it will be packaged. Okay, it will be packaged so that it can be marketed outside. All right. So who invents the product of this bilirubin? Okay, it was invented by team Associate Prof IR Dr. Siti Zarina and her team. All right. These are the teams that invent the Neorubin, the reader. And there are another team that contribute to this or to realize this commercialization, which is this company, Rikoff Group, Sdn Berhad, led by IR Rahman Bahasa. And to let you know, IR Rahman Bahasa is our FKEE alumni. Alright. So first, before we want to list all the aspect of NABC and STIP for the Neorubin, we need to understand the product itself, the Neorubin. What are the issues that led to this invention of Neorubin? So I want you to enjoy the video, and part by part we will analyze and understand the function. Okay, so this video comes from Facebook of Rikoff Group Sdn Berhad. So kita akan tengok dulu part by part and I will explain. Saya masuk terus daripada minit 1. Okay, so this nurse visit patients in White House.
anak puan, saya dapati anak puan suspek kuning. Jadi saya nasihatkan bawa anak puan pergi ke klinik dengan segera, selewatnya esok pagi.
Alright. Okay, so what we can see from the scene just now is the nurse visit the baby, okay, in his family house, and then she inspect the baby's temperature and come to the conclusion that the baby has jaundice, or in Malay words we call it as demam kuning. Okay, so let's watch what happened next. So I go to the minutes of 6:12. You can watch the full movie later. We go to the scenes 6:12. Okay, let's watch what next.
Malam.
Malam.
Yes.
Okey, nak jumpa doktor
Ya betul.
Sekejap Okey, satu nombor cipta, satu nombor dekat buku ni. Nanti buku ni letak dalam bangku lah, depan bilik doktor
Baik, terima kasih.
Okey.
Lag doktor, lag.
Nangis ni. Saya rasa dia lapar lah. Tunggu sekejap.
Alright, okay, so in this scene, we can see that both parents, husband and wife, bring the babies to the clinic. Why? Because they are worried about their baby's health condition. So they bring the babies to the clinic. Okay, however, the condition is not comfortable for them, because at night it's raining. Okay.
Kan best kalau boleh menyusu sambil baring.
Baby of Puan Zin, boleh masuk letakkan baby di sini. Apa khabar Puan? Ini nama baby of Puan Zin ke? Boleh saya letakkan baby di sini ya.
Alright, okay. So up to this point of this video, what can you see? Or what can you observe? Apa yang you all nampak daripada video ni sampai sini? Tadi first part, okay, in the first part, the nurse diagnosed that the baby has jaundice from the temperatures measurement, right? And then in this second part, parents bring the baby to the clinics, and in order to ensure that the baby has jaundice, okay, the nurse in this clinic has to withdraw blood from the baby. Okay, and I believe that you can hear the babies crying because of the blood withdrawal process is a painful process for the baby. Okay, and let's look the next scene in this video. Okay, so in this scene, both of husband and wife will meet the doctor to get the results of the measurement.
Siapa? yang suruh Encik datang bawa anak cucu ni?
Oh, macam ni. Tadi siang ada nurse datang rumah kami. Jadi dia cek anak kami. Dia bagi tahu anak kami kena demam kuning. Itu yang malam ni juga saya pergi ke klinik ni jumpa dengan doktor.
Sebenarnya anak Encik tak kuning pun. Yang tak perlu datang pun hari ni.
Oh, ya ke? Ya Allah. Macam mana ni? Itu tak apalah doktor. Terima kasih banyak doktor.
Okey, baik. Sama-sama.
Okey, selamat malam.
Selamat malam.
Kesian anak doktor. Cik tak kena. Nangis.
Ni Mal, kau pergi kat chat ni. Kat ni atas ni ada group.
Ya, aku nak baca.
Pergi chat public ni. Atas ni ada group.
Okay. So both husband and wife just met the doctor, and the doctor conclude that their babies is in a good health. Okay, in a good health. So no need to do the next, the following procedures. So what we learn from the video, from this process is the first one, if you do the measurement for any disease without a proper tools, it may lead to a failure analysis. For example, the first one, the nurse measure temperature of the baby and conclude, but giving a diagnosis, maybe the baby has jaundice, right? Because the temperature is high. Because there is no equipment, right? In the second scene, we can see that because of no measurement, parents need to bring the baby, the infant, to the clinic to do the measurement, which is from the process or procedure of blood withdrawal, which is painful. And in the last scene, we can see that from the conclusion given by the doctor, if we use or we conduct improper analysis using unsuitable tools, we will cause discomfort to every party involved. Kita akan melibatkan semua orang rasa tak selesa, banyak guna tenaga yang tidak sepatutnya kalau you gunakan improper tools. Alright, so you can watch the complete video from this FB owned by Recof Groups yang berhad. So now I believe from the video, you get some ideas what are the needs of having this neurobin, the jaundice meter. Alright, so in order to get better understanding of the neurobin, let's look at the market demand of this product. And you can use the same method as well for your product invention in your IDP. So for my case, I use a very simple tools to get the market demand for the neurobin. I'm using Google Trends. Google Trends. So since this neurobin is invented to solve or to simplify the diagnosis process of the jaundice, of the jaundice disease, so I compare this jaundice with another disease that normally affect baby, which is called as hand, foot, mouth disease, or HFMD. So I do the Google Trends compare with these two type of diseases, start from January 2004 until March 2023. And if you look here, the jaundice represented by the blue line, while the HFMD represented by the red line. We can see in 2018, and here around around 2000, maybe February or January 2004, I think, there are two spikes. There are two spikes here, indicating that the HFMD, it has season. It has season. However, for the jaundice, right, the blue line here, it always on top of the trends of HFMD, but it is constant. Dia lebih tinggi, kalau you nak blue line ni lebih tinggi, search trend dia berbanding HFMD. Tetapi dia tidaklah ada spike. So from this, I can justify why I invent the neurobin, because it has a constantly demands on this jaundice if I compare to this HFMD for the case of infant type of diseases. Alright. Now, we already understand the demand of this neurobin invention. let's understand the features of the neurobin. Because in order for us to fill up the NABC and STEEP analysis table, we need to understand the function, the demand, the market demand, also the technology used. Okay. For this neurobin, if you can read here from the template given about the product, how it used, and what are the features. Alright. So we can understand that the neurobin is developed for non-invasive optical technique. Okay, non-invasive optical technique. This is the technology. Second, alright, how it works, it detects the bilirubin using voltage reading, and there is neural network algorithm embedded in the reader. Okay, why do we need to embed this neural network algorithm? Selalunya kita guna apa untuk tambahkan algorithm in the reader? Ada sesiapa tahu tak? Anyone knows why we need to embed or we add some algorithms in our device? What is the purpose? Anyone would like to give response? Selalu kalau you tambahkan algorithm dalam device you, product you, agaknya untuk apa?
For analyzing the data.
To get better analysis of the data, ilmi.
Better analysis.
Better performance of the device. Okay, to get more accurate of data, for example. So same goes to this neurobin. The neural network algorithm is embedded to improve accuracy, ketepatan of the reader reading. So tu objektif dia. So kalau you nampak kat sini, dia guna strength dia antara lain ialah dia guna neural network. Okay, selain daripada tu, besides that, if you look from the neurobin design, alright, it is designed so that the product is portable, okay, easy handling, compact and ergonomic. So as what we watched from the video just now, okay, the nurse cannot bring the machines because of what? The machines in a large scale, besar, boleh bawa ke rumah. So the measurement is conducted only by measuring the temperature. However, if we have this kind of compact, ergonomic and portable product, you can bring it, okay, to your patient's home. So ini features dia lah. Alright. Next, we need to understand the competitors. Okay, apa persaingan product you in the market? What is your competitors in the market for your product invention? So you need to do some research. Okay, from your any web search. Okay, you can find out what are the similar product in the market and what are their features. Apakah dia punya ciri-ciri dia. So for this case, the bilirubin reader, competitors to the neurobin, we have several product in the market, namely as JM105, JM103, BillTest 2000, BillCheck and BillCare. So neurobin is not the first bilirubin reader in the market. But of course, when we need to compete with other product in the market, you need to have certain features, okay, to win the market segment. Kalau you propose satu idea, you mesti justify apakah kelebihan your product berbanding produk lain yang ada di market. Itu adalah cara untuk kita justify ataupun cara kita evaluate either our idea is good or not a good idea. Alright, so now we start. Okay, what is NABC analysis? So I believe all of you already download the NABC analysis template. Okay, it is look like this. It is a table. Okay, the header is NABC analysis, and there are 4 items that you need to fill up. The first one is need. Okay, second approach, benefit, and competition. Okay, and that's what does it mean by each of this segment? Okay, it has question that you need to answer. Okay, and the answer you need to put in the next column. For example, need. Okay, the important quantitative customer and market needs. Okay, so what answer you should put here? The question is, why do you need to do this research? Okay, apa keperluan you? Dan seterusnya. Okay, so let's start with NABC analysis. These are the meanings that we discussed just now. Okay, let's start with need. Okay, so we focus on this case study of neurobin. From the video that we watched, from the data that I provided just now, we try to answer the need of this bilirubin or neurobin. So the question is, why the end user needs neurobin? Okay, kenapa pengguna ni perlukan neurobin dan kenapa you perlu invent this neurobin? So soalan yang sama, the same question you should ask yourself and discuss among your team member, why we need to invent this product or why we need to implement this idea. So how to answer this? Okay, we can answer this by giving quantitative and qualitative data like I share to you in the early part of my presentation. You boleh justify menggunakan quantitative ataupun qualitative data. So for the first part and the second, for the first fact and the second fact of the answer in my slide, I put this in the type of quantitative data. Okay, so what are the data that I use to justify the idea is good? First, okay, from my reading by A. Asoku 2023 from the journals, it states that about 60% of term and 80% of preterm newborns develop clinical jaundice in the first week after birth. Okay, so dari segi data kuantitatif yang pertama saya ambil adalah daripada rujukan BA Asoku 2023 yang menyatakan bahawa ada demand di mana 60% term and 80% preterm bagi bayi-bayi yang baru lahir memang mengalami masalah jaundice pada minggu pertama kelahiran. Right? So these are the justification that support the need for me to implement the idea. Right. And what are the second point that I use? Okay, also the quantitative data, low accuracy of bilirubin reader, okay, which is from the competitors data sheet. It shows that all the readers, the accuracy is less than 95%. Okay. So in this invention, I would like to, okay, for the case of neurobin, they would like to increase the accuracy to have accuracy better than 95%. So these are the need of having this idea realization. Okay, inilah kenapa dia perlu realize the idea. They support with this quantitative data. And the last statement here is the supporting statement from the qualitative type of data. What is it? The blood withdrawal process causes pain and discomfort. Okay, you can see, right? The first and the second statement give you numeric data dalam bentuk nombor, and the third statement is qualitative dalam bentuk feel, rasa sakit, rasa tidak selesa, that kind of qualitative. So where you get this from? You can get from your survey, interview session that you need to conduct in your second week of your IDP course. Alright, so we finish answer the first question, which is need. So now let's answer the second row, which is approach, right? So we mentioned just now that we want to improve accuracy of the bilirubin reader. So what are the approach? Apakah kaedah untuk you selesaikan keperluan tadi? How to solve the problem and how to deliver the needs. Okay, ke atas tadi, sebelum tadi kita dah jawab apakah keperluan kita nak ada di bilirubin reader. And dalam kolom approach, you kena jawab apakah kaedah, approach, method that you use to solve the problem. So in this case, alright, in this case, the neural network algorithm is the method chosen by the inventors to solve the issue of low accuracy. Okay, so you get the point. For your case, you need to ask and discuss among your team member if you want to solve the problem in needs, right? What are the method that you choose to solve the problem, and write the answer in the column of approach. Okay, and the third row in your NABC template is benefit. Okay, so what answer you should put in the table is, the question is, what is the advantage of the chosen approach? Okay, so this need to be answered, okay, according to your answer in the approach. So just now for the NeoRubin case study, they choose to have neural network algorithm. So what are the benefit of implementing the neural network algorithm? So the benefit is it can provide better accuracy of reading. Okay, and for your case, for example, for those who choose to have solar, for example, so what are the benefit of having the solar approach to solve the problem? So you can answer in this table under the column of benefit. All right. And NABC, so we come to the last part of the NABC analysis, competition. Okay, for the competition, you need to answer these three questions. Who are your competitor? What are the features maybe that compete with your product? And the last one, the third one, is how you compete with the other product in the market. All right. So in this case, for this case study of NeoRubin, the competitor, like I mentioned just now, is JM105, which is Brager jaundice meter, JM103, Brager jaundice meter, okay, bill test, bill check, and bill care. So the percentage that I put here next to the product name is the accuracy performance. So what are the performance? Current performance is 92%, 92, 90, 92.5, and 92.5%. So how can your product compete with this product? You said just now, by having the neural network algorithm, you expect the product to have accuracy more than 95%, which is better than accuracy performance of the other product in the market. All right, so now let's move to the STEEP analysis. If you do some searching from the website, you can find out that some of the name can be written as staple, STEEP, speed, and many more. But for this IDP course, we choose STEEP. And this is the template that you can get from the IDP classroom. You have to fill up this table, same as the NABC template. There is a guideline here under each of this term that can guide you on how to write the answer next to in this table. All right. So why do we need to analyze the STEEP analysis? Basically, the STEEP analysis is used to look at what are the impact of the external factors. Okay, what are the impact of the external factors towards the idea that we want to propose, or towards the product that you want to invent. Whether it is a suitable time to propose the product in this kind of environment or not. Okay, we will get the answer by looking at this STEEP analysis table. So social, we look at the impact of demographic, religion, lifestyle, okay, values of social in that surrounding of your product invention location. And second is the technological. Okay, I believe you're familiar with this. For example, if you want to invent something, is there any issues on the communication? Okay, energy sources, transportation. Okay, any related technological issue. Economic, all right? Does the economic suitable for the product to be invented now? Environment, all right? So what about the environment? The current environment, does it suit with the idea? And also the political, is there any legal, all right, regulation that are related to your product invention? All right, so now let's look for this social impact. Okay, and we try to relate with the case study of NeoRubin. Okay, social impact in 2023. Okay, if we study the social condition in Malaysia, the current birth rate for Malaysia in 2023 is 15.873 births per 1,000 people. Right. This is number one. Okay. So is this statistical data is good for the neurobin invention? Bagus tak agaknya statistik data ni tentang sosial ni untuk kita invent idea ni, untuk kita develop this idea of having the neurobin? Bagus atau tak? Muhammad Irfan? Muhammad Irfan bin Hot. Ada? Are you in this classroom, Muhammad Irfan bin Hot? Tak ada. Lim Yi Chin? Are you listening in the class in this classroom? Lim Yi Chin? Cha Jackson? Ni semua tak ada ni, saya cakap seorang-seorang ke apa ni?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, finally someone take up my call. Okay, Cha. For the social impact, for the first S in the STEEP analysis is social. Okay, the fact that I get here, the current birth rate for Malaysia in 2023 is this value, 15 birth per 1,000 people. So, is this a good sign for the team to invent the neurobin based on the statistical data? What do you think? There is no right or wrong answer. You can give your opinion.
Tak pasti.
Tak pasti. Maksudnya ada kelahiran, perlu tak agaknya jaundice reader?
Apa?
Data ni menunjukkan, okay, dalam 1,000 rakyat di Malaysia akan ada 15.8 kelahiran baby baru. Jadi adakah dia menunjukkan jaundice meter tu diperlukan?
Saya rasa perlu kot.
Perlulah. Saya rasa pun perlulah, Cha. Because of what? From the quantitative data that we have cite from Asuka just now, okay, most of babies, term and preterm, okay, they will affected by jaundice, okay, once they get birth. Bila dilahirkan tu, kebanyakan mereka mengalami masalah jaundice. So we need a jaundice meter. So it looks like the first statement for the social impact shows the need of having the reader. Okay, the second statement is Malaysia ranks 74th in the world for health expenditure per capita. Maybe I need opinion from Vivian Yo. Vivian, are you here? Vivian Yo Sheyin. Tak ada. Agilan, anak lelaki Ramesh. Saya nak habiskan cepat, lagi sikit lagi slide. Boleh respon kot sebab saya nak dia two-way communication lah. Muhammad Luqman, Muhammad Safwan.
Yes, Doktor.
Yang jawab ni siapa? Luqman Luqman, you ke? Muhammad Luqman? Okay, I don't know whether network tak okay ke. Tapi saya teruskan je lah. Alright, the second statement. Malaysia ranks 74th in the world for health expenditure per capita. So, we can see that the second statement also support the needs of the neurobin. Why? Because health expenditure per capita ni maksudnya perbelanjaan yang digunakan untuk kesihatan. So, Malaysia in a good rank, rank 74 yang orang sanggup berbelanja untuk kesihatan. So, this is a good time in terms of the social impact. Right. And what is the product impact towards social? Dan yang seterusnya ni adalah apakah kesan produk tu terhadap social, social community kita? It will improve the quality of life and society health. Right. Right. Now technological impact. Okay, we look at the external impact first. Okay, the external impact, current communication and transportation facilities support the business of the new product. Okay, so the first statement shows that there is no issue for you to do the business in Neurobin. Why? Because you have no problem to communicate, means to do the marketing. You have no problem for the transportation, means to do logistic, delivering your product and market it around the world and in Malaysia. And second statement is have the option or to outsource some parts of the product to significantly reduce the manufacturing cost. And this is also advantage and support that your idea to invent the Neurobin is good. Why? You no need to develop the product from the scratch. You can minimize the cost by outsourcing some part of the product. Okay, and the second part here, technological impact, is what is the technological impact of your products towards the technology here. So if you still remember the Neurobin, they would like to embed the neural network algorithm in their product. Okay, so the good impact is you are applying new technology on medical devices here in Malaysia. All right. Okay, what about economical? We look at the external factor first. Okay, for the external factors, the economic growth for year 2022 is affected by COVID-19. Okay, this is the first statement. However, the pandemic boost the growth in medical sector. Alright. Apa yang cuba disampaikan dekat sini ialah selepas COVID-19, okay, kerisauan ataupun perkataan concern manusia terhadap produk-produk kesihatan bertambah tinggi, growth meningkat. Thus create opportunities for this medical device to enter the market segment. And Malaysia domestic medical device is forecasted to be worth 2 billion in 2020. So from the statement in economics, focusing on the medical device, it also support that this idea is good, because the forecast also shows a big investment in 2022 on the medical device. And in terms of the economical, what is the economical impact of the having the Neurobin to your to your economical impact? It will generate income, okay, in medical sector and also job creation. Okay, and this is the second E, STEEP. Before P, we have one E here for environment. Alright, so in this case, I would like to write like this: there is no direct impact of current environmental issue on the product. Okay, because the environment condition of our location here is good, so there is no direct impact to the product. For example, if we are located somewhere that has environmental issue, for example, nuclear impact and so on, so you have to look at that impact towards your idea or product that you want to invent. And what is the impact of the environment to the environment, okay, caused by your product? I write here that the Neurobin is environmental friendly since it did not use any medical waste. You use the reader directly to your baby skin, okay, without you use any medical waste. Alright, and the last P is political. Okay, what is the current situation of the political? Is there any legal issue? Okay, so in this statement I put the current legal process for medical device registration is possible to comply with. So when I have the idea, okay, you should check the regulation available, okay, whether or not it suits. Is there any challenge for you to realize the idea? Okay, so this is the element of practice. You are engineer, you are not only developing the hardware and software of the product, you need to practice by relating the product that you want to invent with all these STEEP elements, include this political impact. Alright, okay, so now the last part of my sharing today, okay. Besides NABC and STEEP analysis, okay, to add value to your project, okay, we can relate your idea with SDG. What is SDG? SDG is Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, Sustainable Development Goals. Why United Nations proposed this SDG? Because in this world, we aim to transform our world so that we have equality. We want to protect the planet. We want to end poverty. We want all people to enjoy health, justice, and prosperity. So there are 17 of SDG that you can relate with your project. But not all SDG you need to relate with your project. You need to choose one or two, or maybe any that are related. Okay, so when you have SDG element that supports your idea, okay, you add the value of your idea. Alright, so this is the template that you have in the IDP classroom, the SDG report. You should put, for example, let's say I choose my project can solve or can support for the SDG number 1, no poverty. So in the description, you should write how the product that you invent, how the idea that you have can help to solve the issue of to achieve these no poverty goals. Alright, so now we want to relate again with the case study of Neurubin. You can get the info of Neurubin from this website. This is SDG. Alright, what do you think? The Neurubin, okay, it support which of the SDG? Number 1 until 17? SDG mana agaknya supported by this Neurubin invention? Okay, for my analysis, okay, the clear SDG that supported by this Neurubin invention is number 3, to have good health and well-being. To have and well-being. Okay, good wills for a better world. Thank you, Dr. T. Alright, so what to do next? Alright, so I just finished discuss how you can use the NABC, STEEP, and SDG to evaluate your ideas. Okay, so you have maybe 5 ideas from each of your team members. Okay, each of you need to put your justification, your supporting data in this table, NABC, STEEP, and SDG. And out of that idea, you should choose the best one. Okay, and after you choose the best idea, try to write in your IDP proposal and justify to the panel why you need to implement this idea based on these 3 type of analysis of elements. Alright, so I think that's all for my sharing today, Dr. T. So I hope my sharing today can benefit all of you and at least can help you to fill up the templates that compulsory for you to submit in your IDP report. Alright, okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Hafizah, for sharing.
Thank you,
Very
Dr.
beneficial. Yeah. Students, please give a big applause and thanks, Dr. Hafizah. You may put your word and chat right in the box, right, for sharing. This is very beneficial for all. It's not just for IDP. You can raise your hand, beri minuman, icon ke, emoji ke, okay, tak ada. So I know everybody are shy to talk, right? Especially in Asia and Malaysia, right? They are very shy to talk, although you are in the background and never ask, but this is quite normal. I hope you learn about this, right? The way of thinking, right? The way how you actually put our thoughts into analysis where it fits into the common sense, right? Common sense means everybody are having the same way of thinking, and that fit well, right? And there are a number of challenges, right? Such as this SDG, World Society, United Nations, and number of websites that are very helpful, right, for you to look at. So I think this is very good for IDP, for PSM, even for a researcher, right? For researcher, either you are doing master or PhD, even a researcher. Currently, we are still using the same way of thought, right? I think this is very good, right? I'm also learning from Dr. HAFIZAH as well today. Any question from the ground? Ada soalan tak? You may ask or you may want to type. Ada tak soalan? Right. Anyway, you are going to give a you are provided a chance, right, in IDP, so that you are going to polish the way of thinking using these analysis tools, right, such as this steep analysis, NABC, and of course that beside that, right, I want to emphasize as well there's another two, probably another two, right, which is quite complex problem solutions and what I call complex engineering activities, where you see in the template, right, you might want to complete this analysis, right? Okay. So this is a practice of thinking, right? The most important is that you really seriously think about this, right? You think about this, and you by thinking about this, you look for resources and potential solution as well, right? Through discussion and many others way of resources. Okay, I think that's a lot, right? Rather than talk a lot, I prefer that you do a lot, right? Please approach your supervisor and then discuss in your group. Hopefully, the outcome will be beneficial and something which is good, right? Thank you very much for your participants. Thank you, Dr. Hafizah, for sharing. Thank you, SV, who are behind the scenes. And thank you, everybody. Take good care. Bye-bye, everybody. See you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, terima kasih
Yes.
banyak semua. Assalamualaikum.